So there's been reports out. Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury is a done deal. Let's talk about it. Okay, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. So it's been a long time. We've been anticipating this fight between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury defeated Aslanbek Makhmudov only a couple of weeks ago to call out Anthony Joshua post-fight. And Anthony Joshua responded in the strangest way. Tyson Fury calling him out, saying, let's do this, get in the ring. Joshua refusing to get in the ring and calling Tyson Fury a clout chaser. It made, it was a talking point. A lot of people had their opinions of what went down. I mean, I was supposed to make a video. I didn't. Apologies. Maybe I can make that video in the future, and let's go back and backtrack on what happened between the two guys and what I thought about it. Personally, I just think Tyson Fury likes to have the advantage, especially when it's against fighters that he knows is going to give him a problem. And I just feel like Tyson Fury, how can I say? He's only interested in Anthony Joshua when Anthony Joshua is at his lowest point. When he lost his belts to Oleksandr Usyk. I believe a fight was offered. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. After the Andy Ruiz fight, I believe a fight was offered. I believe a Fury fight was offered because he felt like, Joshua lost to Ruiz and he felt like maybe there was something there that he could, pick at. And then, recently we know that Joshua's had this little, had this, I don't want to say little would be little. He's had a grievance, where a tragic accident, and, he's lost two of his friends. And that was after the Jake Paul fight, and he hasn't had a fight since. And a lot of us just felt like he was contemplating retirement. That's when Tyson Fury comes out and calls out Anthony Joshua. You understand what I mean now? He is only interested in fighting Joshua at his lowest point. And it's a sticking point now, and it's pretty obvious. This fight should have happened years ago. I believe Anthony Joshua will take a warm-up fight. They're talking about a Deontay Wilder for a warm-up fight. I have no problem with that, really. But the only thing for me is if Joshua loses, it's going to be real bad on his resume because he's going to lose. He would lose to a guy that Tyson Fury basically beat twice. Well, some say 3 times. That'll be bad for his resume. I think it would be better for him to take on Tyson Fury first. Take on Fury first. Because win, lose, or draw, the Wilder fight would always be there. Right? Deontay Wilder's always going to be there if he fights Fury first. Because if he loses to Fury, no shame, he can go and fight Wilder because Wilder lost to Fury. If he beats Tyson Fury, then, he goes out there, he fights Wilder and gets a win. He can say, look, I got a win over both of my guys. Both of the guys who were the best of the generation at the peak of my time, I beat both of them. That would be a clout. That would be clout, bragging rights. So, anyway, this fight is, I don't know when it's going to happen. I'm very skeptical about this fight. I'm not going to lie. I'm not too excited. I'm very skeptical. I want to see press conferences. I want to see a weigh-in. And I want to see a ring walk. And that's when I believe this is going to happen. We know what Luke Fury's like, pulling out of fights. He pulled out of the Usyk fight. With some say a fake cut over his eyes. A fabricated cut over his eyes. Which I found hard to believe. But I wouldn't put anything past Tyson Fury. I'll tell you that. With Fury, I don't think there's much out there for him. He needs this Anthony Joshua fight more than Joshua needs it. And I'll explain why. For me, if you sit back and think, who do you want to see Tyson Fury face outside of Anthony Joshua? There's nobody really. There's no exciting fights outside Anthony Joshua for Tyson Fury. But if we look at Anthony Joshua, we've got, obviously, the Fury fight, what we're talking about now. A Dillian Whyte rematch, I believe, will still do good numbers and still have a little bit of interest. An Andy Ruiz rematch would do good numbers, I believe. And people will still be interested in watching a trilogy between those guys. I believe over in the States would be a good fit for that fight. Deontay Wilder, the long-time rival. Yeah, that's another good fight. These fights are coming fast and furious. Who else is there? There's another fight for Joshua. A Dubois rematch. If he's up for it, we see how Dubois looks against Wardley, and if he feels like there's something there he can exploit, maybe a Dubois rematch might be a good thing. But there's quite a few fights out there for Andy Joshua. I believe I might even have missed one. That's it. I have. Gerard Big Baby Miller, the fight that we never got in New York at MSG. Maybe Sky Sports can release the gloves are off, the anticipated one that we wanted to see. Maybe they could release that, and them two can get the fight, make that fight happen. The fight that we never got to see. I mean, back in 2019, I believe it was, a lot of people were heavily betting on Joshua to beat Miller if it were to happen. Right now, as it sits right now in 2026, I say Gerard Big Baby Miller has a decent chance of beating Anthony Joshua. I even thought he had a good chance back then, but we know he was on PEDs and stuff like that, innit? So, anyway, look, this fight seems to be gaining some traction. I would like to hear what you lot guys say in the comments. Maybe we can go live at some point and we can really talk about it. Anyway, enough said. Do us a favour, smash the like button, hit the bell for notifications to get all the new and latest videos.